Hello everyone, and welcome to What If. Sorry, let me rephrase that. That was crappy. Oh, I'm leaving it in. It's the third time I'm doing this recording. Hello everyone. This is What If Naruto was the granddaughter of Kuruma, Part 6. Where we last left off, Kuruna's team just got finished with, officially becoming a team, and she left some bruises, and some, so enough bruises where the team had to go to the hospital to heal up for a little bit because they got some, not cracked bones, but they just got some bruises. So they have some bandages on their face. And yeah. Kurunai walks out with them. She's like, I apologize for going so hard on you guys, but it's hard for me to switch mission mode off. That look, I was like, mission mode? I was like, yes. I call it mission mode because when I'm on a mission, hey. Sorry about that weird thing. I'm kind of just, going on a little walk with my dog. So someone stopped me to talk. Anyway, yeah, Kuruna was explaining, yeah, it's like, I kind of, like everyone kind of does it, once we go on a mission, we kind of switch on, and this is how we kind of detach ourselves from the world to get our missions done. It's this thing you guys are gonna have to learn too. Because the ninja world is gonna be harsh, and they don't hesitate to kill kids. You are getting now. You are categorized as adults in the ninja world. If you were civilians, you would have to be 18 to be considered adult. But we live short lives. But anyway, less harshness. Since I kind of treated you kind of badly, with the sparring and everything, how about I treat you guys to some lunch? And Naruto is like, yes, I have the perfect place. And we go to Ichiraku Ramen, and it's like, yes. Naruto's like, yes, my mom doesn't allow me to go here all the time, but every time I get allowance, this is where I go to expend it. We kind of made a deal that I could only have it for, go for a week. This is the second time within the week. So But I thought it'd be a special occasion, and she's just driving me like, and Sheena's just looking at her, and Nada's just looking at her, kind of like, well, we won't tell your mom that you're getting it a second time this week. If you won't tell her that I almost put you guys in the hospital for a training exam in Naruto, it's like, deal. And so they have their we're about to have their bowls, and then that's when Team 10 walks up, and Asuma meets up with Kurenai, and they have their conversation, and because Naruto's not paying attention to everything, she's like on her fifth bowl, slurping down. Ino kind of scoffs like, it's like, how can you eat that much? Aren't you worried about your weight? And Naruto's like, well, we're ninja. We train like effing crazy. We could pretty much eat whatever we want and not get fat. Unless you're slacking off in your training and gain some weight, And he was like, I have not. And Naruto's like, well, there you go. Train hard and exercise, and you won't get fat. You'll probably even have a six-pack by the time you're 16. And looking pretty good, well-toned. And she kind of like, the reason Choji's so big and strong, she kind of stops herself. Big as in strong, not as fat. Because she's like, sees Choji kind of glares like, I'm not fat. Because that's like a trigger word for Choji. And she's like, no. The reason their clan eats more is because their jutsu consumes more chakra. And they have to burn through a lot of stuff, so yeah. That's why. But I bet if Choji portions his meals, he would look pretty good. So anyway, Shikama was like, what? Troublesome blondes. And so we cut. So that little action goes. Asuma was like talking to Kurenai, so not really paying attention to anything. Well, he is, but he's more. It's like, hey, Kurenai, how's your team and all this stuff. He's trying to flirt with her, be with her, and so they had their meals, and then Kurenai was like, we'll meet tomorrow for our first official team as missions. And before she was up to pay, she looks over to Naruto, and there's like 10 bowls just sitting there. And then she glances over again, and Naruto's like, well, don't look at me. And she points to Hinata, and Hinata just finished her bowl, and it cuts to her, and she has 20 stacked bowls, and everyone's like, man, and it's like, you have an empty stomach more than you beat Naruto in a ramen contest. That's kind of scary. And Hinata just puts her fingers together and blushes. She's like, well, I have a healthy appetite like her. And Shino only finished one bowl before he got tired. And Kuruna is like, Kuruna is like, oh, this is, thanks to her head, this is going to be expensive. She's like, dang it, why did I have to be put in team with two Kanochis that actually have an appetite? And she sighs. She's like, well, sorry, Arsuma. And she pays the huge bill. It's like, I gotta do some missions to make up for what these two girls ate. And Asuma is just laughing. He's like, goodbye, Kunai. I'll see you later. And so everyone kind of goes their separate ways. And we're just gonna cut to the next day, where they cut to the Tora mission, and they're bringing her back, the stupid cat, and it's scratching at Naruto because cat and foxes or cat and dogs don't really mix, but Naruto kind of figures something strange about this cat, and as they deliver it back and she's walking away, Naruto's like, hey, Kurenai Sensei. And Kurenai's like, yeah? He's like, there's something strange about the cat. I kind of sense that it kind of has a better chakra network. Kurenai sighs, like, well, you're going to find this out later, but might as well tell you. Yeah, Tora is a ninja cat. And it's mostly for a ganning team to build up their teamwork. That's the only reason it goes. So it's kind of a tradition, that's why it escapes so much, because we commissioned Tora to do a escape, and guineas have to go and capture it. It's basically a training exercise. Naruto's like, oh. Well, if you wanted to do that, why didn't you just ask one of our dogs to do the training? I mean, our dogs are trying also to do, that type of missions. Like, well, Naruto, please don't take this the wrong way, but cats are just has more talent with being like hiding, and it's just a different field for instead of your dogs could track, but they're not really good meant for hiding, are they? And Naruto's like, well, yeah, but I still don't like that cat. Kurenai laughs, Hinata kind of giggles, Shino does his little huff, and Naruto's like, look, Kurenai Sensei, I know we've been doing like you want to do team rank missions, but do you think if we do enough, can we probably, since we have done enough, do you think we could get a C rank mission anytime soon? Kurenai's like, we'll see. We will see. And So that's what goes down. She makes it home, and Hana and Sumi are there, and Kiba. It's like, how was your first mission? And Naruto's like, well, I had to chase the stupid cat around. Kiba's like, well, as long as you don't get attached to cats, you'll be a disgrace to, as long as you didn't lose to the cat, or you'll be a disgrace to the Inuzuka name. A dog losing to a cat. And, Naruto's like, shut up, little brat. I didn't lose to it. And, they kind of laugh and have their meal. And, Naruto gets her dog Wolf, and she's like, I'm going to take her out to train, and I'll be back at the house, Mom. And Sumi's like, okay. And so we finally cut. Sorry, I've been cutting, but I'm trying to get to the actual main plot of the story. Let's just say the teammate does a lot of D-rank missions, and then Kuruma finally finds the time to do a C-rank mission. And so, they were about to get their C-rank mission when Hiruzen says, I have a special C-rank mission for you. You will be backup for Team 7. They are kind of, their mission got bumped up to a B-rank mission, and something went wrong, and we're gonna send you to, because you can track down their team the fastest, and you guys are all we can spare at the moment. I apologize. Do you accept? Kurunai, do you think your team is ready? Kurunai nods, like, my team's ready. And they dash off to do the Land of Waves mission. And the full team, Naruto is bringing her dog with her, so that's another thing. And we're getting up around 18 minutes, so I'm gonna call it here. I will try to post again tonight, but if that doesn't work, I will post. I'll post when I can, but I've been really busy. I apologize if this one was a little lackluster. Next part will be the Land of Waves arc, and some interesting interactions throughout there. So thank you guys so much for listening. Stay safe out there. Have a good life. Peace out. All the jibber jabber. Subscribe. And peace.